What is up, guys? It is Tony here, and today we are recording an episode of How to Photo. I actually wasn't planning on doing How to Photo this week or this weekend or whatever, but I actually just went out for a little bit of a joyride. We went up into the mountains, and while I was doing that, I brought my camera and I took a couple photos. They were just supposed to be some basic snapshots, but they turned out a lot better than I thought they would. So I wanted to go ahead and show you these photos, maybe get some feedback from you guys, tell me what you think. As you guys probably know, I uploaded a video recently over the weekend telling you guys I got a Camaro, and this is the car that I was using up in the mountains, basically just breaking it in, seeing what it could do, and it was a lot of fun. But these photos I took, I think are just really cool. They're really strong photos. I think possibly up at the level of the type of photos you see coming from Chevrolet themselves in terms of the quality, the framing, and, you know, all around just the way the photo was presented. Now, this photo is a very heavy black and white. The reason why I want really heavy on the black and white in this photo is two reasons. One, I think it fits fits everything going on, and two, it was very dark when I took this photo, and to boost up and get the horizon and to actually see most of the car or the shape of the car, I needed to use a high ISO, and because of that I had a lot of grain in the photo, but you really can't see any of it, and the reason why is because I smoothed it out, which actually makes the photo look very dull until you turn it into black and white. So a good technique to avoiding you know, all the noise you have if you can't do a long exposure, if you don't have any other solutions, is to just black and white it, and then add a lot of luminance, it's called, which is down here. Sometimes if you add too much luminance, it ruins the photo. It starts to create like jagged edges everywhere, but actually this turned out pretty well. You know, obviously if you zoom in it looks a little dull, but, you know, at this size it looks very nice. I probably wouldn't be able to print this full size, but this is a really cool photo. The dark and bright side to it, the way the tail lights look. The only thing I don't like is that I had the headlights on, but I had no option. I couldn't really turn off the headlights and have the tail lights on. It wouldn't really work that way. So this is a pretty strong photo, I think. I think the framing is spot on. The only thing that bothers me, like I said, is the light over here, but that's not even that big of a deal, to be honest. So all around, I think this is a cool photo, and let's go ahead and move to the next one. Now this photo is, of course, in color, and I think this is the strongest of the color photos that I chose. I don't really think I have a lot of other color photos. There's only 4 photos that I really kept. I took a few more than that, but this photo I think is really strong. This is the type of photo that I think, this is like the type of photo you'd expect to come from Chevy, you would see on Chevy's website to advertise their Camaro. The only things in this photo that really stand out to me as problems is, one, the license plate. Usually when you see a product photo of a car, there's no license plate. I couldn't really, you know, solve that problem, but I had to black it out a little bit. You can see I did a little bit of an edit, which looks goofy from this resolution, but when you're in like a web resolution, it looks fine. I could have went in there and detailed it a bit more, but I'm not planning on printing this out or anything, and I have the original version. If I want to, I could modify it a little bit more. Just the depth of this photo, basically the way I took this photo was at 18 millimeters. I got really close up to the car, and I did some lens correction to make sure there was no vignetting, because the 24 to 105, sorry, I said 18 millimeters, I meant to say 24. Yeah, but the 24 to 105 does vignette a bit at 24, wide open, so I decided to do some profile correction for the lens, and all around this photo looks really, really strong. This is almost like a product level photo from Chevy, like I said. The background you can see has a lot of depth to it. That's because I'm shooting at f4. I think that looks really cool with the mountains in the background. The scene looks really good. There is, of course, a few things you can nitpick at. For one, I don't like that there's some signs back here, but I could edit that in Photoshop if I really want to. And of course, there's some cars down here. But these are things that I really never even noticed until actually just like a minute ago when I switched to this photo and I was looking around really critiquing in a critique manner. But otherwise, this photo looks really cool with the sunset there and the reflection and things like that. I think this is a really strong photo. This next photo is an example of me screwing up really bad. This is an awesome photo. This close-up with the really wide angle, the background looks very far away, it's not too compressed. It really makes this photo look 3D. It makes it pop at you. But as you guys can probably tell through this video, this photo looks very dull and it doesn't look that sharp. It looks kind of out of focus. and it kind of looks like it was taken on a phone. It's very, like, what's the word? It's very low resolution, in a way. And the reason why is because this photo was extremely, extremely grainy. And trying to fix it with black and white and contrast and things like that didn't do the job. So this photo's been completely ruined because I wasn't paying attention to my settings. For some reason, I had my camera at 25,600 ISO, which is way too high, even for a 5D Mark III. So I should go back and take this photo again, probably looking at my settings more often. But this is an example of a photo, a really nice photo in terms of framing getting messed up by the settings. Now this photo, fortunately, was at 2000 ISO, a very good number, and the point of this photo was just kind of have, the headlights being the main focus, just very dark. This is actually what it looked like when we were taking photos at this location. But just a very nice, more wide shot where the car is kind of just mid-frame with the mountains in the background and things like that. The headlights, I basically went ahead, I don't know if I could show you, I can't show you the edit because all of the information's been stripped from this photo because I re-imported it. But basically, I actually turned up the orange to be a little bit more red in the headlights. You can see that there, which kind of gives it a nice glow to it. And all around this photo is just really good framing, really good overall choice of positioning and things like that with the car. But it's just a very basic photo. Another photo that could almost be considered a product photo for Chevy. The biggest problem I see is that this flare here is kind of messed up because of all the editing I've done. So I probably should find a way to fix that. And one way to fix it would probably be to get back into the raw file and change around the highlights. But overall, it's fine. It's not like I'm trying to present this as my own, very professional work. The only photo from all of these that I'd really present as, professional work and I'd try to exhibit in some way is this photo and possibly this photo as well. But that is pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little how to photo, basically just showing you some photos that I took up in the mountains that I think look pretty cool. I'm planning on going back again at some point with more of an intention to take photos. When I took these, it was kind of just second thought, wasn't really thought out at all, and I just snapped the photos as quick as I could. But I plan on going back again, definitely, and taking more well-executed photographs, more well thought out, and etc., etc. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, once again, comment below and like, and I'll see you guys next time.